Today's devotion from Charles Spurgeon is entitled, When You Hear the Sound. Our scripture verse comes from 2 Samuel chapter 5, verse 24. And let it be, when thou hearest the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt bestir thyself, for then shall the Lord go out before thee and smite the host of the Philistines. The members of Christ's church should be very prayerful, always seeking the unction of the Holy One to rest upon their hearts, that the kingdom of Christ may come, and that his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. But there are times when God seems especially to favor Zion. Such seasons ought to be to them like the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees. We ought then to be doubly prayerful, doubly earnest, wrestling more at the throne than we have been wont to do. Action should then be prompt and vigorous. The tide is flowing. Now let us pull manfully for the shore. Oh, for the Pentecostal outpourings and Pentecostal labors. Christian, in yourself there are times when thou hearest the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees. You have a peculiar power in prayer. The Spirit of God gives you joy and gladness. The Scripture is open to you. The promises are applied. You walk in the light of God's countenance. You have a peculiar freedom and liberty and devotion and more closeness of communion with Christ than you are accustomed to. Now, at such joyous periods, when you hear the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees, is the time to bestir yourself. Now is the time to get rid of any evil habit while God the Spirit helps your infirmities. Spread your sail, but remember what you sometimes sing. I can only spread the sail. Thou must breathe the auspicious gale. Only be sure you have the sail up. Do not miss the gale for want of preparation for it. Seek the help of God, that you may be more earnest in duty when made more strong in faith, that you may be more constant in prayer when you have more liberty at the throne, that you may be more holy in your conscience while you live more closely with Christ.